My adventure with Clyde. Riding a camel is very tricky. I found this out when I took a trip to the Sahara Desert in northern Africa and got to ride on one. My camel, whom I named Clyde, was tall with short brown fur. He had large banana colored teeth and breath that smelled like old wet leaves. But he was friendly and seemed to look at me with amusement. I got onto the saddle on Clyde's back when he was resting on the ground. I thought it would be easy to hang on while he stood up. I was wrong. Camels make three moves to stand. First, Clyde got up on his front knees while his back legs were still resting on the ground. This made my body jerk backwards. I thought I was going to fall off. Then, with his front knees still on the ground, Clyde straightened his back legs. I flew forward. Finally, Clyde straightened his front legs, which tossed me backward again. It was like taking a roller coaster ride. Camels are able to slowly walk for many miles, even on sand. Clyde was so slow that I wanted to get off his back and walk on my own. But the desert sun was too hot. If I'd walked, I'd soon get tired and thirsty. But Clyde wouldn't. His body was made for desert life. All camels have humps. A camel's humps aren't just for looks. They store fat, which when camels can't find food, their bodies use this stored fat. If too much of the fat is used, a camel's hump gets soft and falls over. After the camel gets food and rest, its hump becomes straight and hard again. Unlike most animals, camels can go without water for about a week. When they find water, camels can drink about a bathtub full in 10 minutes. The extra water that a camel drinks stays in its body until it is needed. Camels' feet are also built for life in the sand. While most heavy animals would sink into the sand, the camel's wide padded feet help them stay on top of it. Desert storms can be another problem for some animals. Whoosh! Powerful winds blow sand into the animal's eyes, ears, and noses. But even camels' faces are made for the sand. Clyde's heavy eyelashes keep his eyes safe from blowing sand. His ears are protected by fur linings, and he can even close his nostrils so sand won't get in his nose. When I traveled in the desert with Clyde, I had to carry my food and water with me. I also had to cover my head with a scarf to block the sun and sand. Clyde didn't have to do any of these things. His body is perfect for his desert home.